Detecting deception. Verbal cues, such as trying to distance themselves from a lie. When a person tells a lie, they tend to not associate themselves with it and they pull themselves away from it. So, in doing so, they'll make fewer self-references, they'll experience greater tension and guilt, and they'll focus their attention on creating a story. You could see when somebody's creating a story or when they're telling you the truth. When they tell you the truth, there's generally a lot more details that you don't really even want to hear about, but it's told anyway. People who are lying tend to be more general and less descriptive. Another article, preparatory power posing affects nonverbal presence and job interview performance. This was a study tested whether engaging in high power poses or low power poses would affect how interviewers perceive interviewees. Interviewees delivered a speech to evaluators as part of a mock interview. All of the speeches were videotaped and coded for overall performance and higher ability, taking verbal content and nonverbal content into consideration. As predicted, those who prepared for the job interview with high power poses performed better and were more likely to be chosen for hire. This relation was mediated by nonverbal presence and not by verbal content. The experiment focused on nonverbal behavior that is enacted before the interaction and unobserved by the perceivers affects the actor's performance, which in turn affects how perceivers affect the actor's performance. This shows a causal relation between preparatory nonverbal behavior and subsequent performances and outcomes. Some questions would be, what are the major limitations of your work? Out of all the articles that I chose, a few of them were research and the other ones were summaries on researches. A few of them used a limited amount of variables. If they had used more variables, it may have been more effective in getting a better answer instead of something so vague. They could have varied their participants, like in the example with the females. When they only used the one female, they could have used multiple females and it would have given them a better answer. This doesn't reflect the general population. A lot of these were very specific. They were either gender specific or not reflecting everybody together. And the Pond's test doesn't represent real life situations. The way, it really only showed in its own little test what would happen and isn't very applicable. Can you give us an example of how a particular group can benefit from your work? Absolutely. I mean, like I said, parole officers and parole boards, detecting if an offender is honest in their remorse for wrongdoings. I mean, it's important. We don't want people who are, not sorry for what they did, committing heinous crimes, and putting them back on the street if they're not really sorry for it. It's insane. Women. This can help women very much so. Using dominant body language sends a strong message that you're valuable and important, and you're to be taken seriously. Because a lot of men, they walk all over females if they don't use strong body language. And in courtship, women speak more with their body language and nonverbal cues than their actual words. They usually don't even mean anything they say. It's all what they do. What knowledge and skills did you acquire from this exercise? Women speak more with body language than words. People express more through body language and nonverbal communication. People tend to show their true colors in their body language. So you can tell how somebody is just by the way their body language is. You can feel it. When you see somebody and you feel like, oh, there's something not good with that, or that person's cool, it's all in body language. It's all unconscious. Deception is easier to see if you're from the same culture as somebody, which is very interesting to me. And people lie a lot more than we think we do. We think we're very honest all the time, and as I showed you before, people lie almost half their time in phone calls. It's ridiculous. Some people are better at detecting lies than others, and people have the heightened ability to detect lies. So that's my presentation on body language. Thank you very much.